Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you my extra super secret, special, highly classified, top secret, I think I already said that, morning routine that has made me millions of dollars.
You're listening to the Venue RX podcast.
What's up, guys? My name is Jonathan, host here at the Venue RX, and I'm laughing about today's topic because I think that, I'm poking a little bit of playful fun at a lot of the gurus and entrepreneurial people out there who talk about their morning routines. But before we get started, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jonathan. I run Common Sense Events. It is a wedding venue management company. We do over $1 million a year in sales, and our purpose here in running the Venue RX podcast and just show overall is to document and share best practices for building world-class venues, not just building them, but owning them and operating them as well. So that's, what we're here to do on the show. And what I want to talk about today, though, is a little bit more of a personal video. I have struggled as I've looked at other entrepreneurs that I highly respect, I highly look up to, and I've had difficulty because a lot of times I'm excited to see what they're doing. What are they doing differently that I'm doing? And at different points in my career, as I'm trying to pass the 5-figure mark, the 6-figure mark, the 7-figure mark, I'm looking to some of these people to set the example for me and kind of say, okay, what are they doing that I'm not doing that I can start incorporating in my day? And one of the, I think, points of friction and really points of frustration that I've run up against is I have a life that looks very different than many other people. And you may, listening to this, you may, or watching this, you may have that as well. You might have different things in your life that are difficult, it feels difficult to plan your day around and be productive around. And especially if you're an entrepreneur as well, if you're a parent, if you are co-parenting, if you have pets, if you've got some crazy living situation, whatever it happens to be, you likely have things that are challenges that are difficult to overcome. And you might even be telling yourself, oh, I can't be successful, or I can't do some of those things because I have kids, or because my business isn't set up that way, or because of the market I'm in. Whatever the reason is that you're telling yourself. For me, I know having 5 kids, I have 5 kids if you didn't know that, but I have 5 kids, and I know that is definitely a challenge to juggle being a father and showing up for my kids, being there for games, being there for school events and functions, being there, being accessible to them so that I'm not just an absentee father. And of course, my wife, Juliana, does an incredible job. I mean, she's the rock, the support on the family side of things, but it's important for me to show up as well. And so as I'm thinking about juggling those things, sometimes following the morning routine of Gary Vee or Patrick Bet-David or whoever talks about their morning routine online on YouTube, and you've probably seen those funny headlines, following those routines may not work for you and may actually lead to a lot of frustration, like it did for me. And so one of the things that I have discovered is the best morning routine is the one that not only works for you, but the one that matches up with the current place in life that you're at. And if you have kids, if you have a business that's in a growth phase, and not more of a maintenance phase, if you have different things in your life that are pretty challenging, pretty, tough to juggle with growing your business, I think there's a couple things that you can do to be more effective. And I'm gonna list those out here. So number one is being conscientious and being aware of kind of where you're at. So that's self-awareness, understanding, okay, I do have a lot of kids, or okay, I do have a lot of other responsibilities that I'm looking at. And so can I get rid of any of these? In the case of kids, you can't get rid of your kids, right? But maybe there's ways that you can input in their lives in a little bit of a different way, or a different, you can structure your day a little bit differently so that you can have that time that you need to get things done. And some of us, we're morning people. Some of us are night people. Some of us, have things that we have to do in the mornings, and it interrupts the flow of, our business or whatever it may be. And so it's important to take those times and realize, okay, if I'm at my best during this time, let's say it's the morning or let's say it's the evening, how do I cover other responsibilities that I have in my life? And this is a great way to use, family, nannies, babysitters, pet sitters, whatever the case may be, but use those strategically. And so you're now being able to operate in your business at your best. And then maybe, when you are needing to do something that's a little bit more passive, but you do need to be engaged with your children, you can do that in a time that is more towards the afternoon or towards the evening. There's a book that I was reading by an author named Carey Nieuwhof called At Your Best. And in the book, he talks about, different times of the day and how physiologically those times of the day affect our brain capacity. And, it's a really, really cool book. But one of the points he makes is that assigning duties based on their importance to yourself during the day, and when you look at your whole day, whether that's, parenting, running your company, whatever it happens to be, slotting those things in that take greater or lesser mental capacity is key to being effective regardless of the time of day it is or regardless of the level of productivity that you feel like you can have. And I think that's really, really crucial, especially as you're juggling a lot of different things. So just case in point from my life. This morning, I was planning on getting up, creating content, working on some sales training for my team. Ended up happening is last night, my son, one of my sons, was up till midnight, and he, woke up in the middle of the night. He was sleepwalking. He was having some night terrors. Sometimes, we deal with that with him. I was up for quite a while in the night, and I didn't get very much sleep. When my 3:30, 4 o'clock alarm rang, I absolutely snoozed that, and I got a couple extra hours of sleep because I hadn't slept very much. I originally had planned to go to bed at 9, which I did, and then I was waking up a couple of different times in the night. And so I woke up in the morning feeling like, oh, my whole day is ruined. I can't go on my morning routine. I can't do, whatever I had planned to do. But it's so important, especially as you are a parent, and for any of my parents out there, you know what I'm talking about, having this adaptable routine and being able to flex with the different things that come up and still be very productive in your day is absolutely important. So if you enter your day or enter the night before thinking about the day that's coming up and you plan on having interruptions or plan on having things go wrong and find ways to recalibrate, readjust, that has been something that has been very, very effective. So again, just to recap, it's not so much having one set routine that's going to absolutely transform your day and make you a millionaire, but you can set up your day so that you are doing your most important, most highly leveraged things. Leverage meaning, the stuff that is going to make the most difference, and doing those at the time that you are at your best. And then finding support for those times so that you can be working during those times. And maybe for you that means having the babysitter or a nanny or your significant other watch the kids during those times, then you can watch them during other times. So again, there's collaboration, there's teamwork, there's proper hiring, thinking about your family like a business, just like your business. But there's some of these different things that when you do that, you can more strategically position your day so that you're actually able to get quite a lot done, but still show up for your family, or still deal with those late night issues or sick kids or whatever the case may be, and not have it really fluster you or completely upset the quality of your day or the quality of your work on your way to making hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. So anyway, I hope that's been an encouragement to you. I definitely have struggled with this a lot of different times, and I'll say don't idolize or glorify other people's morning routines. Find the morning routine that works for you, that capitalizes on your strengths and what you can fit in your day. Give yourself permission to fail, but get on your schedule, get back on the horse as quickly as possible, and keep pushing through. I'm rooting for you. Let me know in the comments if you are a parent and if you've experienced any of the stuff I'm talking about. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, please remember to subscribe and share this with someone else who you feel like it would be meaningful for as well. All right, take care. See you in the next video. Bye.